Hey guys, it's me, Miss Mills, and welcome to Mrs. Mills' Math Time. The whole point of this video is to help you out with writing equations from ordered pairs notes. Now, I'm going to be honest, I have already made this video, and I realized that the last video cut me off after 3 minutes, so I made a whole 16-minute video, and it went to nothing, so that's fun. Hoping that doesn't happen again. It's also very cold outside, and we're about to get a snowstorm, so I'm trying to do this as quickly as possible, and then that happened. Very annoying, but let's do this video real quick. So, guys, here's the thing about what we're doing this week. What we're doing this week is going to take a lot of practice. It takes a lot of review, and I'll need a lot of patience from y'all because I will be teaching this probably online due to the incoming snowstorms we're going to be getting this week. So I need y'all to listen carefully. I need y'all to bear with me, and I need y'all to practice this at home a lot, and then come back to your notes if you need help and fun stuff like that. So there's 2 skills we're learning this week. First skill is how to write an equation, basically how to find the y-intercept when you just have the slope in an ordered pair. And then how to write an equation when you only have 2 ordered pairs. So that's the 2 skills we're learning this week. And let's go ahead and try this out. So to write an equation in slope-intercept form, and guys, if you remember, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, where m is your slope and b is the y-intercept. First step 1, is to write an equation with the slope given to you. So if you have the slope, you need to write the equation because you can substitute slope for where m is. Step 2 is substitute the ordered pair that they give you into the equation and solve for b by getting b by itself. And once you have b, which is the y-intercept, and slope, you can write it into the equation, get your final answer. So let's do an example. And guys, I'm going to be writing this all on my paper, showing you step by step. Now, I will also have this up here for you to come back and check step by steps again. So come back to your notes whenever you need help with this. But let's do it my way now. All right. So I hope that y'all can see this. I just want to make sure that I'm still videotaping. Last time it did cut me off, so I'm kind of scared to see what happens. So the slope was 1/3, and our y-intercept was, our ordered pair was 6 and 14. All right. So here is our first step. Again, you want to write the equation, which is y equals mx plus b, where m is our slope and b is our y-intercept. And you want to put our slope, which we already know, into the equation. So let's do that. Y equals 1/3 x plus b. That was our first step. Here's our next step. We have an ordered pair. Remember, when you have an ordered pair, your first number is always an x, and your second number is always a y. So using that information, you know 6 is your x, and 14 is your y. Now you can substitute these into the equation, and that's your next step. By seeing that 6 is our x, we can substitute that 6 where x is in the equation. So let's go ahead and do that. Y equals 1/3 6 plus b, okay? Then we have 14, which is y, so we can substitute 14 where y is, so let's do that. 14 equals 1/3 6 plus b. Now our next step is to solve for b, so we want to find our y-intercept, okay? And to do that, we have to go back to something y'all haven't done in a long time, and that is one-step equations. So let's go ahead and talk about how to solve this real quick. So we do want to get b by itself. That's what we want. We want the y-intercept. And to do that, we have to get it by itself on this side of the equation. That means we want to get rid of this. This is how you do that. First step is, let's simplify. 1/3 times 6 is the same as saying 6 divided by 3. So 6 divided by 3 is going to give us an answer of 2. We can bring down this plus b. We still want to get b by itself. Next step. We want to get rid of this 2. Remember, guys, this is a positive 2, okay? To get rid of this 2, to make this 0, we have to subtract it by 2. Okay, we want to get subtract it by its opposite, which is 2. Plus 2 minus 2 would give us 0. And if we do it on one side of the equation, we have to do it on the other side of the equation as well. Okay? Whatever we do to one side of the equation, we have to do on the other side of the equation. 2 minus 2, again, is going to give us 0. They're going to kind of cancel out. We can bring down this plus b. And then 14 minus 2 is going to give us 12. Okay? Now you have this. Again, guys, y'all don't have to put 0 in anything. It doesn't add or take away anything. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. And what we have left over is 12 equals b. B is our y-intercept, so that means 12 is our y-intercept. So that means we have our slope. We have our slope, which is 1/3. And we have our y-intercept, which is 12. And we can write our equation. Y equals, our slope is 1/3. X is always next to that slope, and our y-intercept is plus 12. So guys, I know this was just one example, but if you need more examples, I'm going to have videos that will help you out with your iExcel, as well as a worksheet that y'all will have to do this week. Y'all are going to have a lot of practice on this week. So I do want y'all to watch those videos and get those examples as well. So this was kind of like step-by-step how you do it. Put your slope into the equation, substitute the ordered pairs into the equation, and then get b by itself. Once you get b by itself, you can put it into the equation and get your answer. All right, so there's one more skill I want to teach you before y'all leave. And guys, again, that's what I just did is right here in your notes as well. So there's one more skill I want to teach you. And that skill is to how to write an equation when you only have ordered pairs. So there's only one more step to that. It's just like what we just did, except we need to calculate the slope ourselves. So let's do an example. Again, we want to calculate the slope, then we can put the slope into the equation, substitute an ordered pair in, solve for b by getting b by itself, and then writing an equation. So let's do those examples real quick. Our ordered pair is -4 and 0. And then we have 1 and 5. All right, cool. And guys, what I'm doing is right here as well, if you always want to come back to those notes. All right, so here are our ordered pairs. So guys, if you remember when you have an ordered pair, your first number is always an x, your second number is always a y. So using that information, we know -4 is an x, 0 is a y, 1 is an x, and 5 is a y. I hope it is. Yeah, there it goes. This is the first ordered pair I see. It's literally just like the first one there. So this is going to be x1 and y1. This is the second ordered pair I see. So this is going to be x2 and y2. And once we have them labeled, we can put them into the slope formula. And guys, if y'all remember, the slope formula is y1 minus y2 over x1 minus over x2 minus x1. My bad. So y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And once you have them labeled again, guys, you can put them in the slope formula and subtract. So what I need first is y2. y2 is 5. So 5, we're going to subtract that by y1, which is 0. Then I need x2, which is 1. And I'm going to subtract that by x1, which is -4. All right, 5 minus 0, it's just 5. 1 minus -4, guys, when you're minus a negative number, 2 negatives always equals a positive, so that's going to be the same as saying 1 plus 4, okay? So 1 plus 4 is also going to give us 5. And guys, if y'all remember from fractions a long, long time ago, when your numerator and the denominator are the exact same number, that means you have 1 whole of a fraction. So 5 over 5 can be reduced to just 1. So guys, that means that 1 is our slope. And guys, remember, once you have the slope, you can put it into the equation. All right. So our equation now is y equals 1 is our slope. 1 is always next to that x plus b. Now here's the next step. So guys, we have 2 ordered pairs. I'm going to write them down here. And our next step is we can need to substitute these into the equation and solve for b. Now here's the thing. It doesn't matter which ordered pair you use. You're going to get the same answer every single time. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So we're going to use -4 and 0's ordered pair over here, and we're going to use 1 and 5 over here. So first step, again, -4 is an x, 0 is a y. So we're going to substitute that into our equation. Y, again, is 0. 1x. X again is negative 4. And then we're going to put that plus b. Now let's solve. We want to get b by itself. First step is when you see parentheses like this, a number with parentheses, that means multiplication. So 1 times negative 4 is going to give us negative 4. And now we can do our one-step equation. So again, we want to get b by itself. First step is we want to get rid of this negative 4. We want to get b by itself. That means we need to get rid of whatever is here. So to get rid of negative 4, we want to make this equal to 0. To make negative 4 equal to 0, we have to add 4. And if we do it on one side of the equation, we always have to do it to the other side of the equation. Okay? Again, negative 4 plus 4 kind of cancels out. It's going to give us 0. We can bring down this plus b. And then 0 plus 4 is going to give us 4. Okay? Again, we don't have to have 0 here, so we can cross that out. That leaves us with 4 equals b. So we have our ordered pairs. So we have our y-intercept, and we can write our equation. Y equals 1 is our slope, and then our y-intercept is plus 4. So there you go. Now, what if I wanted to put this ordered pair in? Well, guys, you're going to get the same answer. So y is 5, x is 1, and then we're going to have plus b. Okay, so I substitute those into the equation. So first steps, we're going to multiply these two. 1 times 1 is 1. And now I can do a one-step equation. I want to get b by itself. To get rid of 1 on this side of the equation, I have to do the opposite. I have to subtract positive 1 by negative 1 to make it equal to 0. And if I do that on one side of the equation, I have to do that on the other side of the equation as well. 1 minus 1 is going to leave me with 0. I can bring down this plus b. 5 minus 1 is going to give me 4. Again, we don't have to have 0 here. So what I have left over is 4 equals b. And guys, once you have your slope, which was 1, and our y-intercept, which is b, we can put it into slope-intercept form, which is our equation. And guys, again, you got the same answer. Didn't matter which ordered pair you substituted in, so that's going to be up to you. You'll get the answer every single time. Guys, if you need more examples of what I just did, you need to go ahead and watch the videos that go along with the IXL from this week and the worksheet that goes along with this week. Y'all are going to be practicing a lot on this week, so let me know if you have any questions, and I will see y'all later. Bye.